Hey everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Hmm.
I can't hear you anymore. Right when we go
That's not
live.
true.
Okay,
For
no,
me,
no. Wait, I hear you. I hear you. Some reason it automatically mutes me and I think it's the stupid button. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna come to me. Hey everybody, this is Jessica Corinne Northey with AudioPress. I am here interviewing Dru Cutler. He is a singer and songwriter from Tampa, Florida. And just to start off, tell us who you are as a musician and just describe your musical style. We want to get to know who is Dru Cutler.
sure. I was born and raised in Tampa, Florida. If anyone else has been to Tampa or knows much about it, I got the hell out of that place by the time I was in my 20s. I currently reside in Brooklyn, New York. I've been here for about 8 years, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I play guitar and I write songs. Often I write stories that deal with nostalgia and dreams. I'm really obsessed with memories. So if you like bands like Pink Floyd or the Beatles, maybe, or you like songwriters like Ryan Adams or Tom Waits, you might dig my stuff.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. So when I was listening to your music, I definitely felt like I was taken back in time. I promise you that because my mom she used to play a lot of 70s music, like rock music. And when I was listening to a couple of those songs, some of the melodies, I was just like, I feel like you're resurrecting something, you know? Nostalgia is a really good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was kind of curious about the song I Like You, Gal. Because yeah, the lyrics were really interesting because I felt like you must be talking from personal experience, and so I'm wondering what inspired that song because it sounds
Yeah,
like it's almost like a mantra for all guys. It's like,
well, I mean, just to be clear, that tune is just it's kind of a demo. It's not. It hasn't made it on a record yet. So sometimes if you browse through my SoundCloud, you'll see stuff that's sort of work in progress. What lyrics are you talking about in particular?
well, it's just like, yeah, there's other girls in the world. She might be pretty, but I like you. I'm with you. I feel like as a woman, I've, I can
Right,
relate to that girl who's
right,
like, why are you doing that? Why are you talking to her? Um, Especially since I have a lot of guy friends, and then I can
right,
see their girlfriends getting jealous. And so I was like,
right.
this
There's a
is,
lot
this
of
is pretty
I
good.
get the idea. The idea was like there's a lot of tunes that are love songs about like uh, you know, true love or this kind of Shakespearean version of love. And what if it was just a song about liking somebody? Like, what if,
Right.
let's meet them. You don't know that much. You're like, I like you. I don't, maybe love you. Maybe not. You like pork rinds too much. I don't know. But, so the song I'm just going to sing it, just going to kind of hum it to you guys because it is like 11 o'clock in the morning. I've even had coffee, you
Oh
fuckers.
man.
I like you, gal. Think you're pretty. I'd like to see you once again in New York City. How's about in the fall? We'll share a bottle, drink it all. We'll scratch our names into the wall, and you'll forget I never called you pretty gal. Yeah, you should get the idea.
Hmm.
There's a few things, there's a few verses that are kind of continue on like that. Um, I think that song is pretty straightforward. You might have hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like my favorite song of yours, but I know I just was like, you have much better ones, but I was like, that one, the lyrics really talk to me. Like, I feel like
Uh,
I can relate. Um, all
hey
right.
Mel, what up?
Yay, we have somebody who joined us. Okay, so, all right. I do have my next question is I'm curious where you learned to play music because you grew up in Florida, but you're in New York now. Did you go to school for it? Did you teach yourself? Did you get on YouTube? What's your process there?
I picked up a guitar when I was about 14 years old. And I think I started playing guitar in my early teens for the same reason that anyone plays guitar in the early teens, especially if it's a guy. And if they tell you any reason other than this, they are lying to you. And it was specifically to pick up chicks.
I knew you were
That's
going
the
to say
only reason I played guitar. It was not successful. It did not work. But at least it was, I tried. And then by the time I was in high school, I was in a band. And I learned a lot, just by hanging around musicians and doing that thing. But my parents were wise. They were hip to it. They could see that I loved playing music, and I was a very creative person. I had many creative outlets. They always supported them. So they got me guitar lessons and piano lessons when I was quite young. But eventually, I had made my way to music school, and I actually studied music composition at the University of South Florida. And I've continued to study since then on my own using YouTube. And if there's any songwriters watching that are interested in taking a song and songwriting, I would recommend a really fantastic website called Coursera. There's like Berklee School of Music stuff on there. You can learn a lot of great stuff. So I still study.
Yeah, it's like learning is never ending, especially with the world of technology. When you said you played in high school, right? You were trying to pick
Hmm.
up chicks.
Yep.
It's so funny because when you said that, it reminded me of I had a lot of friends in band, and for whatever reason, when you're in band, everybody treats you like you're the nerd, or if you're in band or if you're taking acting, it was always like you're the weird one. But then when you get older, you like everybody worships you. So I was like, I'm not sure where that transition is exactly. I mean, I always thought that was kind of strange, but
I
um,
wanted that to happen. When I was in middle school, all the bands were really cool. I mean, when I was in middle school, and you guys might remember this because we might be roughly the same age, but we're talking like Nirvana was really popular.
yes.
Gavin Rossdale from Bush was really popular. There was so many beautiful men like on stage and hot chicks. Like the Lilith Fair thing was going on. It was like there were so many attractive, powerful people playing rock and roll. And then as soon as I finally got good enough to start a band, as fate would have it, rock music was not cool anymore. Kurt Cobain killed himself. All the good bands broke up, and the most popular music was boy bands. There was a terrible,
You're right.
dark, tragic time in pop history in which O Town and 98 Degrees and NSYNC reigned supreme, along with Christina Aguilera and all of this others, like, I don't know, just kind of cookie cutter stuff. And so playing guitar was not cool at all. And that was right when I finally had a band and was actually able to play songs.
Well, hopefully it's coming back around because I know, I mean, I miss Nirvana. I miss bands and music like that. I miss really great live music. I miss watching somebody get on a guitar and just shred it and destroy it. You know what I mean? Like if somebody has auto tunes and they they get on stage and they're lip singing, like I feel like that's where I see a lot of the youth today with pop music. I
Mm.
don't want to name any names,
Well, there's
but
definitely a trend. There's definitely a trend, and there's always been a trend. Um, musicians want to incorporate their technology. I think millennials in general are in love with their technology. We go to bed with our phones, we wake up with our phones, we poop with our phones. We do everything with our computer. It never leaves us. So we, as artists, we try to find
yeah,
ways to
mine's right
bring our
here.
technology into our art. And sometimes it works really well. There's some artists that can do it really well. There's some artists that can just like press play on a laptop and still engage you, but there's many artists that can't, and it can be really boring to watch someone tinkering with technology on stage and not paying attention to the energy of the room and the crowd. So I think that's a thing that rock music ends up, traditionally having over some electronic music, which is just that everyone's just playing an instrument. But even now, modern electronic music, you always have a guy with a MIDI keyboard and a guy with a laptop and plenty of effects on all of the guitars and stuff. So we're kind of still finding ways to inject technology into rock, and I tend to like more stripped down stuff.
That actually it brings me to a point um, that I learned this past weekend. I went to Playlist Live, and a lot of the musicians that are doing well on YouTube are actually doing live events.
Mm.
So they're they're connecting with their fans by, having a live session of them practicing before going on live, or, maybe they'll just do like how I'm doing here every Saturday, we'll have an interview. So maybe, is there anything that you're doing to use technology to kind of engage your fans?
I've used, like, just 2 days ago, I used the Twitter app called Periscope. You guys know what that is? Have you heard of Periscope before? It's
I
kind
heard
of
of
like
it,
a
yeah.
it gives everyone your own, you use your cell phone and it gives everyone your own television station essentially. So you point your phone at you and then it live broadcasts. And I do this shtick sometimes when I play live where I'll have people give me their cell phones and I'll turn their text messages into a song live on the spot, and it works really well. And in order to practice that, I'll just start a Periscope channel and I'll have people just say anything and I'll just turn it into a song. So people just say, they just type terrible words, whatever they think about monkey, bananas, frog legs, you know, guys in drag, whatever comes to their mind, and I just spin it into a song. So I do some stuff like that. I should probably be more regular with it. I think that's definitely, you hit the nail on the head there. Every Saturday or every Tuesday or every Friday. But it's kind of weird because that is, that those types of technology reach internationally, so it's a bigger reach. You think, oh, well, it should be noon on Saturday here, but that's a different time, some other place. So it's
Hmm.
it's weird. Like you could have a hit channel that takes off at 4 a.m. on a Tuesday.
That's true. Yeah, and we were the advice that was given from the panel was that when you're starting up, you might only have like 2 or 3 viewers, but then over time, when you stay consistent, so with anything you do, consistency is the key, that more and more people will catch on. And hopefully they become a fan, because just hearing you say that, I want to check that out. I want to see you do that. I want to see you make up songs from text. So,
You can
and
do it right now. Hold your phone up. Just
okay,
show me the message.
you want to, let's, we'll do it at the end,
All right.
because I got a
Yeah,
couple more questions. So,
that'd be a good one.
I am curious about when is your next live performance? Is it going to be on, I guess it's in New York? Will it be?
Yeah, yeah, I'm back in New York now, so I'm in Brooklyn. This is my room in Brooklyn. There's my bass guitar there and my heater, as you can see, tie rack, piece of art there. Um, I'm playing on May 19th. That's a really big deal, and I'm glad you asked because it's my first time playing Rockwood Music Hall, and we pushed really hard to get this gig, and I've been doing a lot of work promoting it, and you'll hear a lot about it over the next few weeks. But I'm playing live at Rockwood Music on 5/19.
Awesome. So is that going to be recorded at all, you
I don't
think?
know. I don't know. I'd like to be able to get the audio, but
Hmm.
paying people to show up with video cameras might not happen this time around.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I know a lot of artists who perform live, but they don't get it on video, and it's kind of hard because I come from a marketing background and where we pitch artists, and then we're like, well, where's your demo reel, or where's your your press kit? So
Right.
I was just kind of curious. Let's see.
Yeah, I still have plenty of videos that are online, but it's
Yeah,
it's
you
tricky.
do.
And
You do.
you definitely tapped into something. It's like we here's the bottom line. As an artist, and for any artists out there that are listening, it's really hard. It takes a lot of work to get something together to present to people. So whether you are a singer-songwriter, whether you have a rock band, whether you sing in a choir, whether you are a painter, it takes a lot of time to finally get your stuff into a space or into a gallery, into an exhibit, on a stage. And by the time you finally do that, it's really frustrating when the only people that will ever see it are the folks that came to the gallery or came to the show, which might
Yes.
only be 20 people. So how can, if I'm going to spend months of time and energy and money putting something together, I want to make it so that I can sort of squeeze the most juice out of that lemon, if that makes sense. I want to be able to put it online forever. I want people to always see it. So I definitely think that artists should look for ways to solidify all the things that they do, using the internet. But there's also there's a flip side of that. Like, I do not want to just have someone show up with their crappy cell phone and make a bad recording of a poorly lit performance. You know, if I'm going to do it, I'd rather just do it right.
Right, I agree. Quality is important. Okay, so I'm getting feedback. I can hear myself talking.
I can blame her.
Okay, so I did hear your David Bowie tributes. And of course, I'm a fan. I want to bring that to light. And what inspired you is he one of an artist that you look up to? You did a really great job with your song. I
Thank
feel
you.
like you're welcome. I feel like people should know about it and seek that out on your website and
Cool.
listen to it. And I think you have a video too, right? On
Yeah,
YouTube.
I have
Yeah.
a video doing it acoustically and a video doing it with the band. The one with the band is really cool because there's a cello that plays. We did a version of I played at a David Bowie tribute night in Tampa, Florida, and we did a version of "The Man Who Sold the World," and I've always loved that tune. It's a beautiful song, and
Me
I
too.
was always inspired by David Bowie and his music. We lost some great musicians this year, but that
Yeah.
one really hit hard for me.
Yeah, and I wanted to know a little bit more about that. What did you admire about David Bowie?
Well, let's see. David Bowie's lyrics are really beautiful. I'm gonna get kind of cool and nerdy here, but I'll keep it heady so that, or like high level, so that you guys don't get lost. But this song is in D minor, so I'm gonna just show you the subtle genius of David Bowie's music. Right, so there's that little melody here, and then it comes in, right, and that's actually the home chord. So if the song is in D minor, you'd think that'd be the first chord that you hear, but it's not. So then these little tricks, these little tweaks, this is what makes Bowie a genius. First chord is actually A7. So very different sound. And then we get the D. And then F. We passed upon the stairs. Okay? And so what's also interesting about that is that it's only 3 bars of 4. So he actually truncates the form. So within 30 seconds of this song, he's already set our expectations up and then not met them, you know, in 2 different ways. And I can go much deeper with it. But the song, his music has a way of defying pop norms, you know, but still being pop. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, it helped a lot. Plus, I got to hear a little bit of that song. That was great. All right. Is there anything else you want to add? And I want to try to do the I don't know,
Yes.
your Twitter. I want to see you
Well,
make a song.
yeah, I just want to say hello to Mel and the cats. I can see them hanging out down there.
Hey guys. Yeah, we had a live event and then we're just doing this Google Hangout thing. We don't know what we're doing.
We're making up as we go along.
Yeah, we're making it up. It's fine. This is how you do it. You
That's one
just
thing that I
start.
learned. When I was at the Florida. Ah, look at that cat! That is
That's awesome. He looks thrilled.
Not so much. No, I don't have a. You know, I want to thank folks for hanging out. I don't have anything else super special to say other than come and see me in New York, and keep in touch. I'll be back. All the Florida folks, I'll be back. I hope in the late summer to do just a couple of short shows, but a longer tour in the fall. So I will continue to travel down there so I can play with you folks.
Yeah, definitely let us know at AudioPress. We'll post it on our social media. So so tell me, I like to do 30 minutes. If you got 10 minutes to write a song. So how does that work? When you go live and you ask people to do the Twitter thing, explain that to me.
Yeah. Well, usually when I have when someone gives me their cell phone and they say, here's a text message, you know, like make a cool message of me and my mom or me and my sister or whatever. I just find a key and I sort of feel it out and see what the message looks like. Sometimes it's a minor song, sometimes it's in a major key. Let's see if I can make you bigger. Hold your phone up to the screen and pick a really good text.
Okay, so just find some text message and show it to you.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. I need to figure out how to make your screen really big though, so I can actually see.
Hold on. Well, okay, so
It better be something like really raunchy and sexual.
no, but my friend, she would kill me if I showed this picture of her.
Your boyfriend, it could be your neighbor. You could be screaming at your sister. It could be like I've had ones with. I had a really cute one time that was like a text message between this gal and her dad. It was so nice.
Aw. Um. um. This is funny. Okay, because like I have one that's funny. Okay, my friend Terry is gonna kill me, but like she sends me her. She's like looking at me cross-eyed because she's showing me her new eyelashes, and then she asked me this morning, "You awake?" Yes, and can I call you?
Perfect. All right, yeah, that's good. All right, so hold that right at the screen. You're gonna have to hold it really still because I can barely read it. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's good. All right, and as I tell you, you'll scroll through it.
Okay.
All right, I got this
Keep
one.
holding it.
Yeah. You got to hold the whole time. You got to scroll, dude. We're gonna go
Oh,
through
the
the
whole
thread.
thing? Oh, she'll
Yeah, we're
kill me.
turning the thread into a song.
Um.
You're fine. That
Okay.
was good. You only need like 5 or 6 little
How about
words.
the one where this one's funny because I'm helping. I'm doing this one's funnier because it's a well to turn into a song will be funny because we're talking about graphic design for her specifications for CD babies. It was like, oh, did you send a version and all this stuff? Okay, so how like
You got it.
me to scroll
Yeah, that's good. Let's
like
see.
right
Just
there?
hold it
Start.
still. All right.
Wait, go this way. Okay.
Man, like, it's,
It's really technical. I want to see you. Can you see it?
yeah, sort of. It's sort of working. It's sort of not because as soon as you move it, it's not in
Okay.
focus. All right. Late tonight, if possible, please. I'll wake up super early and I'll upload photos, smiley face, a couple of tears, emoticon I've been using for years. That'll probably be fine. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Hey love, just got off the phone. CD baby, they said they need a pic. Can you send exactly 14 pixels by 15 pixels? Can you send it as quickly as you can? When you get a chance. Thank you.
It's great. That was awesome. I tried to stay
I'm
still.
gonna let you know right now that's not a hit.
You're like, thank you. I can see how that could get really funny. My texts are just all about business. I'm like, wait, I need some more exciting text going on. All right.
It's fun.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I know we started off a little bit late, and we didn't get the right links out, but maybe we can follow up with you, when you come back to Florida. We can do
I
another
would love
one.
that.
Me
Yes,
too.
thank you.
It was great meeting
I'll
you in
play one more
person.
tune. Do I have time to play one more tune for
Yeah.
the folks?
Yes.
All right. This one will be everyone sing along to. I never meant to hurt you. Never meant to make you cry. Only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only wanna see you laughing in that purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you laughing in that purple rain. Didn't wanna be your part-time lover. Only wanted to be your friend. I can never steal you from another. Oh, it's such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. And I only wanna see you laughing in that purple.
Yay! And all the crowd. That was awesome.
All right, thanks for hanging out, folks.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.